Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today is day 16 of Junk Journal July, and today's prompt is maximalistic. So when I think of maximalistic, I think of big and bold and over the top and like everything you can throw at it. So I thought we would do something kind of fun today, and we're going to create our own little door in our book. So what I have, and I just picked a page again that's pretty flat on this side, so I did skip a couple, and what I have here, these are actually the little tent cards that you can use for like parties, or like some people use them at their craft show and they put like what the item is or like the price of it or whatever. So that's what these are, and we're going to create our little door with it. So I have some stickers that came out of my kit that I made. I have some plain paper that we're going to put inside to use for journaling. And then I also have some lined paper. We're going to see which one's going to work better. And then I have some decorative paper, also from my fall kit, that I think just goes really well with these colors. That's why I chose to use it, to cover our little journal cards. So what we're going to do first is, these are too tall for our journal, so we have to make for sure that we get the right size. And I'm going to leave a little bit of room like normal. And then I'm just going to grab a pencil and I'm going to mark it, because it'll just be easier in the long run. So probably about this tall. And what I'm going to do, so I marked it how tall I actually want it. Hold on, let me do it on this side. It doesn't really matter. Probably about there, I think. So what we're going to do is, this is how tall we want the tallest point to be. And what we're going to do is we're going to curve it around to make like a door. So then each side will be curved curved in. So we're going to start from here, which is going to be our outside, and then we're going to curve in to be our inside. So the outside is going to be slightly taller than the outside, or the inside. I think I have that right. Let's try it and see. Okay, so this is what we have. Okay, so real life crafting happens here. So I cut both of them, and it wasn't exactly what I was going for, because although this is a super cute look like this, that's not kind of how I wanted my door. So I'm going to use one because it's the shape that we want it. And all I did is I folded in the edges just a little bit, probably like maybe 1/4 of an inch or so. So now you have something that looks like this. Now what we're going to do is we're going to cut straight down that center line. Just like that. So now we have two halves like this. Okay. So now it'll fit on the page like this, which will be just perfect. And they'll be able to open. So what we're going to do is we're going to cover these. So for that, I'm going to use this paper. And I'm just going, let's see, I'm going to use my glue stick, I think, because that's easy. All right, just like that. All right, so now here's our doors. I think that's so adorable. I love that. All right. Next, what we're going to do is cut our back piece, which is going to be our spot that we can journal on. Now, you can leave it without anything. My only thing, and I want to cover it up, is because you're going to see these little flaps. So it's going to hinder like your journaling space. That's why I want to cover them up. So if we measure the span of this, it's going to be about 2¼ inches by, I'm going to go for the smaller part. So about 2¼ by 2½-ish, roughly. So now we can come in here and see, do we want paper that when we open it, it's going to look like this? Or do we want paper that's going to look like this? I think we're going to do the lines, and then honestly, I'm probably just going to ink over it just a tad bit. About 2¼ by 2½. So let's go ahead and do 2½. And then this isn't straight from being torn out of the book, so I'm just going to cut this off. So we have a straight edge. Then we're going to do 2¼ Okay. So now we can see how our paper is going to fit. And you can see that it's a little bit smaller, but that's fine because that's what I was kind of going for. Just like that. And then I'm going to round these corners on the top just so they don't stick out. All right, now I'm just going to take my brown ink and I'm just going to ink over it just a little tiny bit, just to kind of tone down that white a little bit, only because the paper that I'm using is like a more of a richer color. Now what we're going to do is go ahead and glue our paper and our flaps together. So all you're going to do is put glue on the flaps. You're not going to put on anything else right now. So we want to make for sure that it's lined up. And then when you do it, you want to make for sure you have a little tiny bit of room between the edge of the paper. That way, when you fold your door open, it's not going to get caught in here. So just a little tiny bit of room. Okay, so again, just on the little flap. And again, make sure that you have a little bit of room between the fold in your paper, and it's all the way down at the bottom, nice and evenly lined up. Now what we can do is we can figure out if we want to put like some kind of closure. Okay, so I think we're going to use eyelets, and I'm going to do like a little closure. So I picked these green ones out. I figure they'll probably work. They'll work good in the paper. It'll kind of go with it. And I have it on the 1/8 inch on my crocodile. And I've definitely not mastered this thing yet, so hopefully it turns out right. Okay. And I just punched them both together, that way they would be exactly on the same side. Okay. So now this is what Alright, so let me grab some string real quick. Okay, so I found some orange string, and I went ahead and I did it before I turned the camera back on because I didn't figure I would be able to thread it without putting my head in the way and contorting it all funny. So I just kind of looped it through so it's doubled up, and then I figure we could just, once it's glued down, we could tie like a little bow or something, and I think that'll be super cute. So then we can go ahead and decorate it further if we wanted to. I mean, I don't think it needs a ton, but let's see if any of those stickers will work that I brought. And I think most of them are going to be too big, but this cute little bird I think might work okay. So let's try and take and put him on here. And I'm just going to ink around it just a little bit because there's a little tiny bit of white space from where my Cricut cut. Okay. Just like that. You know what, before I do that though, I think, I'm gonna put him back down for a minute. I want to put a little bit of like the wet wipe down, because it'll give it kind of some texture behind it. Just like that, and then he can just kind of poke out from behind it. I think that'll look good. Okay. Kind of like that. And then because we are gluing it on the wet wipe type fabric, I'm just going to run my sticker paper over the glue a little bit just to make double sure that it's going to stick. And then put our little bird down. I think he looks really cute there. Okay. And then we can go ahead and glue it down. I don't think any of I love the mushrooms, but I think, yeah, they completely take over everything. And kind of the same with the butterflies. So I don't think we'll put anything down there. So we go ahead and put that down. What we could do though is put some lace down on the page to make like a little like a ruffle across the side of the page. Let's go ahead and use this because this is a little more frilly and it'll add more dimension to it. Yeah, I think that'll be cool. All right. So again, I'm going to use the Fabri-Tac because it'll hold it better. And this project would be better to do if your paper is a little bit thicker. Mine is not cardstock, but it's definitely thicker than regular copy paper, so it'll hold up just a little bit better, I think. And I think this is a really good project too if you don't have one of those like fairy door digitals that a lot of people have made, which are super cute. But if you don't have one and you are crafting and you want to make something, you know, right now and not want to take the time to go look for something, you can just kind of make your own. So just like that, and then I think we're just going to ink around the edges slightly. Okay. Now we'll go ahead and glue it down. Now you're going to completely glue the whole thing. If your paper is thicker, if you use a thicker backing paper, you could probably leave it as a pocket, like a top loading pocket. But my paper is really thin, so it definitely wouldn't be sturdy enough to hold up. So now we're just going to glue it kind of in the center. And then when you open it, you have this super cute little flap. And then we can decorate more on the sides, or, you know, you don't have to. Flourish stamp. And I think I'm just going to do it like across the bottom here. I'm not going to do anything super crazy. I'm going to use my gold just because it's here. And I think it'll add a little extra element to it. Yeah, that's cute. Okay, so still don't think, even the owl I think is too big. Okay, so real quick, I grabbed some of those little like hand-drawn flowers, and then I grabbed the butterfly and the rose. Figure we could kind of decorate it up a little bit that way. So we'll come in with the hand-drawn flowers first. Kind of very lightly, just to give it a little bit of something. Like that. And then I think we'll do, let's see, we'll do the butterfly here. That one didn't show up very well. Let's see if we can completely get it again. Yeah, kind of. And then maybe we'll do the rose on the other side. Yeah. And then I think we'll come back and do the butterfly at the top. And then the rose at the bottom. So then for the rose, the last one, I should have done that with the butterfly too, but I didn't think about it. I'm going to come in with the blue, or the red and the orange together. Just like that. That's so adorable. I just gotta let that dry for a second. Alright, so that's it, guys. I hope you liked this video. I can't wait to see what everyone else came up with for Maximalistic today. I hope you guys will join me tomorrow for day 17, which is pause. So we shall see what pause is. So if you guys like this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. And I will see you guys all again tomorrow for day 17. See you guys. Happy crafting. Bye.